Hi, everybody. Welcome back to that Eurovision site. We are once again continuing on with our interviews with artists that could potentially go to Eurovision. And I have someone who we've actually talked to before, but we are going to talk to her once again. And I have the lovely Petunia, who is actually participating in this year's Eurovizija.LT. Hi, Petunia.
Hi, Tim. Thank you for having me.
Okay, then, so if you guys don't know already, Petunia is actually a very important artist on our side because when an active Lithuanian Eurovision selection is happening, Petunia was actually the very first artist we interviewed that was actually actively participating in the Lithuanian selection. So it's like a full circle. We're gone back again.
Oh my God, that's so nice. Such a nice fact. I feel
How,
special now.
yeah. How have you been?
I've been all right. Once again, coming back to Eurovision selections, it meaning I cannot live without it, probably.
Yeah. Okay, then so let's start with an icebreaker because I remember this question for the thing that you told me in our last interview. Can I just and my colleagues are also curious. How's the turtle doing?
This question is really saying a lot. Um, Turtle is doing just fine. He is doing just fine. Everything is good.
Oh my God, that is good to know. 'Cause we were like, okay, we haven't heard from her for a while, so it's just best to just check up on the animals.
Yes, the cat and the
Yeah,
turtle,
yeah.
both of them are fine.
Okay
Thank you.
then. All right then. So now the main reason why we're here, obviously you're participating in Eurovizija.LT and with your entry Isaldum. I hopefully you pronounced that right.
It's
Can I just
Duma.
can I just ask you, what made you want to come back? Because obviously we haven't talked for a couple of years. So like, what have been up to and what has changed for you to want to participate?
Actually, the last time when I was in Eurovision selections in Lithuania, I thought that if I'm gonna come back, I'm gonna be back with a totally different song, something totally different. And to being honest, a week before the entering with the submissions, a lot of people asked me if I'm gonna be participating, and I was sure that I was not. I was 100% sure that I will not be participating this year. However, when the last day came and we were working on an album, maybe a year now, and I have a husband and we're doing music together, and he's also a musician and a producer, and we were talking with each other, and he said, "You know what? I think we have a Eurovision song this year." And I was like, "What?" He's not a TV person. He's not a Eurovision person. He's just like super alternative and not into, this bubbly and happy thing as Eurovision. And he said, "You know, I think we have a song." And I was like, "Okay, which song do you think it is?" And he showed me in Isalduma and what he did with it. And I said, "Okay, we have a Eurovision song," because it felt so strong and the energy was so strong.
Hmm.
And coming back, and it's again being honest with myself, it's a totally different song than it was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And 2 years ago I was with a ballad, and I felt like at that time we were feeling so sad because of a lot of things that happening in the world. And now after 2 years, I think that sadness turned into some kind of rage, and we want to break out of it. We want to be heard. We want to be like known, and we have so much to be mad about, that I felt
Hmm.
like this energy is coming to the song a lot too, and I feel like this is the
Yeah.
reflection of what are we feeling right now.
Okay, then so can I just follow up because you said, oh, it was during the last day before some. Was it like you were working on it for so long, or you were working on it then, and then whatever your husband did, you were like, okay, I think we should go before it's too late.
Yeah, we were working on it, and it was like a rough demo. It was not like a finished song. It was like
Hmm.
probably 60% done, right? Just a song from out of, I don't know, 50 ideas that we have for this album. And it was in the folder where we thought it could be a strong song, a strong single. However, I was not sure that we're going to enter because it's so different. It's so ethno. It's so out of the box, as I think in Lithuanian, context. And I think these are all the reasons that we thought that we were why we're not going to go. But I think it's all of the same reasons that we thought we need to go.
So it was more of like, okay, you know what? Just submit it and then see what happens and look where you are right now.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. I thought that like, and it was strange because in Lithuania we have these two dates. The first date was when it was in November, I think, and
Hmm.
it's in November. Everybody said like we have to finish all the selections, pre-selections until start or something of the November, and then they added 2 weeks for the deadline, and we thought we saw it as a sign to go for sure.
Yeah. Oh wow, and look at that. Fate brought you back here once again.
Yes.
Yeah, okay then. So d delving deeper into it. So can in obviously not everyone speaks Lithuanian. So in your own words, I just want to ask you what the song is basically about and what message you wanted to send with it.
Actually, the song is based on creation of this legendary Lithuanian writer of
Hmm.
19th century, and we read her books and her creations. Everybody reads it in school, and she's like legendary.
Hmm.
And the thing is that it's based on a story that she wrote. It's called Daughter-in-Law, and
Hmm.
it's about a girl that's being wedded into a family that treats her very bad. She has to be perfect. She has to play this role of carer, of doing everything in the house, like taking care of the in-laws, taking care of her husband, and they do nothing and they treat her really bad. So the song is based partially on her character, what she feels inside, how does she feel, because all she does, she is doing everything for the family she lives with now. However, she's not treated with respect anyways. And I feel, as since I'm writing from the woman's perspective, I think that still, even though more than 100 years passed since this novel was written, I feel like we still have those moments in ourselves. And it's not only women, but the perception of always being like right to each other and forgetting about yourself and losing yourself sometimes. We all sometimes have this feeling. And this song is exactly about that. When you feel like doing everything and what else can I do? And it's already, you're not
Hmm.
treated kindly still. But yeah, I feel like this is a moment. It's like an edgy topic. I do
Yeah.
understand it. However, I think it's very important to dive deeper and to ask questions. Why do I feel this way? What can I change? I think it really brings out a lot of the conversations in the
Hmm.
family and in the music world. And I'm already getting a lot of messages like, oh, we never thought about it. I heard the lyrics and I went and talked with my mom, with my husband, with my spouse, with my friend, and we talked so much about it. We never
Hmm.
thought of it, like it was not never brought up to this surface. And I think that's a good sign already because it touches people.
Yeah, and it seems you have done that because you're through to the final and everyone's
Yes.
impressed about it. I actually wanted to ask about that because obviously in Lithuania the shows are pre-recorded. And then obviously come I think it was a couple of weeks ago. What was your initial reaction when you saw the results and you're like, "Oh God, I made it again."
It was an awesome feeling. Of course, I was super nervous while watching it. We watched it with our team, with our friends. And Eurovision is like, I don't want to say like in Lithuania, the second religion is probably basketball, and a third one is Eurovision. So it's really an important thing in our culture. And watching it with the team, it was like nerve-wracking because always I am such a fan of Eurovision. I really love the pre-selections. I sometimes watch other pre-selections of other countries, and watching myself again on this journey is really nerve-wracking. However, I
Hmm.
was very, very happy that I went through, and in the finals, I'm so waiting for the finals. I'm super happy
Hmm.
singing in an arena with Eurovision fans just like me. So I'm super happy about that.
Yeah, and I just wanted to ask, obviously, we've seen the creative side of things and how you've done that and portrayed that. And I was trying to ask you, are you making any changes for the final, or you're happy with the way that it was seen a couple of weeks ago?
I mean, we are, of course, preparing for the arena. It's way bigger than the TV studio. Of course, we want to
Hmm.
look as good as possible to make it like super
Hmm.
neat. So that's what's happening, really. Like we're adapting a lot of the things to the arena. So a lot of the things that maybe was not in our eyes like 100%, we need to pull it to the 100% to make it as obvious, some things that we want to see as obvious, we want to show as obvious, to make it more obvious so people would really understand the strength and the energy of the song.
Yeah. And I'm really curious to that, so I can't wait to see it. Okay, I'm down to my last questions. It's obviously, I can't, not go into this and talk about Eurovision. And obviously, you actually got me thinking, because you said earlier on, oh, I actually watch other selections. So now that you've put that out there, can I just ask, what were you watching?
This year, you mean other selections of the
Yeah.
other? This year is the exception.
Mhm.
This year is the exception. I think it can be not really healthy for you to watch too much if when you're participating. When I'm not participating, I watch one more. But Benidorm or Norwegian one, of course. Finland one.
Yeah.
We also Festivalen. Sometimes, like I watch a lot of the shows when I'm not
Mhm.
participating. This year, I'm trying not to do that, just to keep my mental health in check.
You want to have fun, but also like, okay, I don't want to pressure myself by like seeing what everyone else is doing.
Yes, yes, obviously. Yes.
Okay, then. So obviously, we're talking. This isn't the first time that you've competed in the Lithuanian selection. One of my last questions for you is, looking at all the things that you've done, like Eurovision related, how do you think you've progressed as an artist?
Oh my God, this is a very big question for me because my first ever single was on Eurovision selections. It was in 2016, so it's been quite a journey from very, very start of my solo career and to this point. Well, I'm already like having a lot of music out, and it's been a fourth time that I'm on this Eurovision selection. So I went through all of my eras, and this is the era that I'm entering. It's like more ethno, it's more alternative, and it's actually what more of what I look live, right, with my band. So I think this year is the breakthrough of Petunija into ethno pop world.
Oh my God. Now I can't wait to listen to more of it, really, and I'm very curious. And one of my last questions to you is, and I think I asked this to you last time, but like everyone's answer has changed. But like, what was the one thing that you've learned this time around that you that
Ooh.
that would stick with you after the selection, whether you make it to Basel or not?
Okay, so a lot of the things like I'm more confident. Like 2 years ago, I was still like on my rise. It was like really a kick for my career. And this year I feel more confident, and it's because of all of those things that I did before. So now I feel like I am true to myself. I'm going like 100% as much as I can in this moment with all my heart, with all my professionalism. I trust my team. I have a team that I really love and support, and I already trust. So that's really, really important. You know what? I just try to enjoy this time, to enjoy, be on stage, show myself as an artist, show the energy, and show what kind of artist I am and how I love Eurovision, and then how it's time for Lithuania to send something ethnic, because Eurovision is such an culture heavily cultural thing. Like a lot of people are bringing something out of their culture there. So I think it's time for Lithuania to do so. And this is my option, and Lithuanians can choose if they want to send Etno this year. They can choose me.
Well, I am keeping my fingers crossed for you. But in any case, that's all my questions for Petunia. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us once again. And we wish you the best of luck with Isaldema at the final of Eurovizija.LT. But before I go, is there anything you want to say to all of the fans who are watching us right now?
Of course, be kind. Enjoy the Eurovision. It's a roller coaster of emotions, and let's enjoy it while the season is. And I think just like let's be united. This is a time where we need to be united and we need to be kind to each other. So let's be kind and enjoy this magical journey.
Oh,
Such
and
a, such a cliche, I know, but I just feel like in this moment when you ask me, I felt like it's the right thing to do, to wish.
don't worry, don't worry. I'll say something cliche right after this anyway. But anyways, that's Petunia, and she'll be participating with Isaldema at the final of Eurovizija.LT. We wish you the best of luck.